the government side and the opposition side, plus the audience at large. My name is Amoa, the first speaker from government side, and I'm here to support this resolution, which already states that this House believes that women emancipation has shifted from equality to female denominals. Dear judges, first allow me to explain key terms in layman's understandings. Keywords. Number one, emancipation means, especially from legal, political, or social restrictions. Denominacy means not too active or growing, or not but able to become active or grow in the future. Equality means the lack of being equal in rights, status, and advantage. Then shift means move something from its position from one place to another. Dear judges, the parameter of this resolution is not allowed. The parameter of this resolution is based in Uganda, and the current situation in Uganda that it's mostly 15% of women are being emancipation and shifted from their equality to female denominacy. Dear judge, allow me to amalgamate some of my conclusions. Number one, it helps women to better from their politic priorities, and it enables women to proper planning for their families. Dear judge, I listen to this. Thank you so much. And I have the first speaker from Team Opposition.
This was that emancipation has shifted from equality to female dominancy. In the first place, something that I did not agree with from Team Proposition is the definition of dominance. In the first place, what is dominance? This means to be more powerful and have a lead in everything. But then, let's come to women emancipation. It's a program that was introduced to us to enable ladies to have a free will and engage in every activity. In the first place, they come and we agree to the parameters where they said, but there's something we do not agree with and something that they are unsure of. According to the resolution, for them, they come and tell us in their status for that 80 that 15% of women are shifting from equality to dominance. But then if we say they're shifting from equality to dominance, which means there's this percentage that is not shifting, and which is the greatest percentage, which means even them themselves are not clarified or they are not aware of what they are debating in this case. First of all, for us, let's come and give you the current status quo and tell you the facts that are taking place in our country. First of all, according to the status quo, it says that currently men are dominating in most of the sectors in Uganda. That is in politics, that is in the STEM careers and in the formal employment careers, plus even education. Whereby we have in the politics, we have that 33.9% of the seats in the parliament are taken by women. Whereby we have this 60%, which is left for the men. Is that dominance? Where are ladies dominating? We see that there is no any kind of dominance that they are trying to tell us. Okay, let's go in the employment career or we go in the careers of STEM. We see that a ratio of 2 to 4, whereby ladies have a ratio of 2 and the men have a ratio of 4, which means that the men are more dominant in such areas. So there is no any form of ladies dominating in such a career. Let's go to education. It states that 82 men are educated and 70.1% women are educated. What does this show? Men are more even dominating even in the education sector. So there is no form of any dominancy in any case or any sector of the country that shows ladies are dominating more. Okay, let's leave that alone. Let's go to women emancipation. First of all, we tell you that women emancipation means the free will and means the way you can engage in any activity. First of all, the reason as to why women emancipation was brought up is to bring up ladies, whereby there was gender inequality. But then what do we see in the current situation? Let's go to the facts, the actual facts. We believe and we still find that ladies are still down, and we still see a need of women emancipation. It shouldn't be left at that just because you have a certain idea and you just think that ladies are more than men. But then let's go in the dominating sectors. We find that men are there. They are the leading factors. They are more powerful. As I said, that dominancy means being more powerful and having a lead. Men are still dominating over ladies. We are still seeing men dominating in politics, seeing men dominating in the education sector, seeing men dominating even in informal employment careers. Okay, let's go on that. First of all, we see that this woman emancipation involves empowerment programs which are there to help with us. They help them to motivate them and empower them. But then we still see that men are still up. So there's no case that the farmers should come and try to tell us that ladies are dominating in the career sectors. First, because we come to show you that ladies are still this, and you still need this woman emancipation to take place, because ladies, there's no shifting. Now they come to us, they tell us that for them they define shifting as moving from one position to the other. So which means for them in their case they are trying to tell us that woman emancipation has shifted. Now it's not focusing on promoting the equality that is required in this country. For them they're telling us now for it has gone a step ahead and it has left men behind. But then for us we come and show you whereby in our world where the ladies are still down, whereby we still need woman emancipation, which means in one case or the other there is no any form of shifting in this case of the woman emancipation. We still need the woman emancipation so as to be able to come up and motivate and empower the girls, so all the women, so that they can be able to come on the same level where the boys are. Because now the boys are dominating. Let it be politics, let it be in education, let it be even in the career opportunities. They are still dominating, and we need them because we need to promote gender equality and reduce the imbalances that are taking place. So we are team negators for us to continue to say that we believe that woman emancipation is not shifting on any other side of the gate. I'm trying to tell you, and I want the farmers to quote us well. It's not shifting. They should be able to identify and get to understand the meaning of the word dominancy. They get to understand it means powerful and having a energy. But then for us to show them that they are leading, unless the farmers come and show us how ladies are leading men in any sector of the country, then they shouldn't come and continue convincing us that women emancipation has continued to shift from quality to equality, but then it's still on its major role of promoting gender equality in the nation. And for us to see that's what it's on and it's continuing to do. My second speaker will come and clarify more the points that I've given and do totally part of the points of the negative, and my third speaker will come with the debate and I will try the clash point.
Has shifted from equality to female romance. I would like to inform you that really this woman emancipation has shifted from equality to female democracy. To female. I will first my views by saying that it has shifted during the early days. During the early days, women could start their own savings CIP. During early days, women would start their saving boxes and save some money. But due to the fact that it has shifted, they started to do their things and which cannot help them to work their works. And the second one is people of early days used to put put on this. But now you find that, but due to the fact that the woman emancipation
which exact sector do you think females are dominating
thank you, but there's a speaker I'll explain more of it. There's no time. People of other days used to put on decently, but now when you see in our area, you will find that people are putting on things that are not, and you will find that they are not. She's not smart because that has shifted from equality from that thing. And let that be your eye. We say yes to this solution because they would enable women to have respect for their community, their practice, and rest their case.
In my speech in 3, 2, 1, this house believes that women emancipation has shifted from equality to female dominance. Now, number one major rule that we get from the affirmative side of the house is that they do not actually understand what the debate is about. We get maybe different and alternating words. One says democracy and another one is saying denominacy and another one is saying diplomacy. But then, judges, we are talking about female dominance. And what the debate is about, the case is to ask whether woman emancipation has shifted from equality to female dominancy or not. And the answer to the case is, of course not. Women emancipation has not yet, and it has not at all shifted from maybe equality to female dominancy. And we give major reasons as to why we think it has not at all shifted, because we are still seeing men continue to dominate in most sectors. So I think maybe these people are not giving us clear reasons as to why they think so. We come and ask, which specific sector do they think maybe men are dominating? Some question we are not getting an answer for. But maybe getting an answer maybe to that particular question could show us what they are actually debating about. Which sector maybe are they debating about? Where are they deriving maybe this case or this idea of maybe female are dominating and maybe they're attributing it to women emancipation? We are not saying maybe a better case for them to stand on and say that women emancipation has shifted. Now, we think that actually this idea of maybe saying that women emancipation has shifted from equality to female dominancy is a far-fetched idea simply because we are not getting reasons for it. Okay, all we get to them even when they misinterpret the word dominancy is that what they think females used to start their own savings and maybe they attribute failure to do with currently because women emancipation has done that. They give us that maybe women could not put on decent and maybe currently they are not. They tell us that maybe they could respect their mother-in-laws and they are not doing it, ladies and gentlemen. They are continuing to attribute that to women emancipation. But then they are failing to link that thing to dominance. We are looking at has it shifted to dominance or not. I think maybe unless they come and clearly identify or clarify a reason as to why they think for them they think it has shifted to female dominance, they just do not stand up in the debate. Now, okay, let us take them at their best. Let us look at maybe putting on this. We look at maybe what is in women emancipation. We come and give them, we come and tell them that women emancipation, these are programs that aim at empowering, that actually have empowerment programs that help to motivate women. Now, cases of maybe saying that they did not put on decent, did not attribute people to women emancipation, because it has indeed continued to motivate women. Now, what is this kind of motivation about? This kind of motivation is about making them feel superior, something that was not there maybe in the history or the former world. Now, this thing is maybe not about
able judges, objective sides, everybody in large. I salute you. You are written negative. Maybe I think you haven't understood the debate. Let me ask you, can you prove us where the parameter has been set? Dear judge, they are astray about the parameter we have. They are talking about the God, and yet the parameter has been set in Uganda. Indeed. And dear judge, as if we haven't understood our points. We are saying women should be dominant for the proper development of our country. The reason why our country has not yet developed, it's because only men are developed and leaving behind the women, and which we are fighting for now. So as women also can develop. So now, what are you really talking about? If men are educated more than boys, then why current women excel in future than men? Therefore, here is where we say that we should support the resolution, but not around. We shall support the motion, which is stated and known by two the House at large. Now, dear judges, currently, we say yes to this resolution because this would enable women to have respect from the community. Now, if women are excelled in future, they get respect, not leaving behind the situation which we have been passing through, where women were emancipated, and thus losing respect, not respecting them at all. But now, if we support this motion, I do encourage all the House to support the motion, because if we support the motion and women also excel in the future, we respect them, not only doing things that we have been passing through the previous situation.
What is the debate about, and can you please define dominance in your own words?
Dominance is a state of making something excel in the future.
And what is the debate about?
That debate is all about this House believes that women emancipation has shifted from equality to female dominance. And now here, we are the team affirmers, we are supporting it because I think the gift which you have given me are enough for that. Dear judge, we take this note of this to one day because the team negatives are not sure, even if they were sure, they would support it because now the percentage, they have talked about the percentage that the biggest percentage in Uganda is led by men. No, it's a lie. Currently in Uganda, women are leading more.
August House, I salute you all. I'm the third speaker from the affirmative side, and with the burden of approval to this motion, to this resolution that says this house believes that women emancipation has shifted from equality to female dominance. The panel of judges, sometimes I would like to tell you, sometimes you have to give a damn. There is no way for you are coming here and telling me that there is no corruption. First of all, I will give you this example of after UCE examinations. These scores are being added 1.5 points. So now there's no way you're going to come here and convince me that is not corruption. It is something that is very obvious, and you should accept with it. And then you also told us that our classes were girls still dropping from school, and women still being given a chance to give up, to express their emotions. And the panel of judges, these people are telling us that because girls are still dropping from school, then we should there is no emancipation and fraud, that there is no emancipation. But then people, I would also like to tell you this, and sometimes you may try to be everything to someone, you may try to be brave, you may try to be white, you may try to be rude to someone, but there's the innovation for girls, there is Bufasha, but then if you try to see the only organizations for boys in this country, they are only three, and that's why we as the two governments have come up with the way forward. And our first and second speaker told you, we have come up with the way forward of letting everyone join, and we uplift also that child who is being left behind, and that is the boy gender. Then you also say that
looking for those children, and the manager should not know how the child is growing, since the woman is the one who is looking for that child. If that child feels sick, the woman is the one who suffer taking that child to the hospital. It promotes even good behaviors. And as I have told you that woman is the one who looks for those children, and she will be able to teach them their behaviors. She will be able to teach them behaviors in order for future good.
Its action and assumption was it's not already accorded by the law and the government of Uganda. They talked of development and poor distribution of resources. How can poor distribution of resources be correlated and corrected to the nice resolution? Panel, ladies and gentlemen, actually I want them to come and clarify what kind of distribution resources are they talking about? You don't understand what they are saying. They should first clarify and tell us how well those resources are going to affecting and bringing up female dominance. My first speaker told you clearly that female dominance is not in place with woman emancipation is creating favorable conditions. Let me give you a live example here, Judge. You take an example of a family where there is a man, there is a woman. A woman is there doing family course, who has attained some little education, but the man has attained education, but has even a professional job. Then they're afraid, or a family of a man come and advises. That's the woman emancipation you're talking about. Advises a man that he be a woman at school to study. That means after the enrollment of a woman at school, she will acquire skills, a professional job. That means after acquiring a professional job, she will be able to cater for the family at some roles. That means they have showered responsibility. So will you come and cut off that responsibility? That's what we are saying. The government is failing to really understand the resolution. In the resolution, we must fight for the human equality, actually, human equality between both genders being raised. And human dominance does not exist. Allow me to submit as I see that.
I think that actually the team debaters, the team affirmers are actually trying to understand what we want them to understand. We want them to understand the difference between improvement and dominance. They can't actually tackle that point, right? So they first tackle that point of the difference between improvement and dominance. So actually see what women emancipation has actually brought. Has actually brought the point in time about things like improvement in the culture, education, improvement about everything about the gender equality that actually want to have in our country, right? So they asked about the percentage in the army. So we look at men who have 85% and females who have 15% in the current Uganda. So we look in the past where the men had 95% and women had 5%. So what has the women emancipation done? It has raised the percentage of the women from 5%, 15%. That is the kind of favorable competition that we actually talk about. We don't want to understand things like that. So what do we want them to still understand? We want them to still understand that anyone is able to go to school, any gender is able to receive any resource. So they talk about a point that is actually unjustified, that has never actually appeared in the constitution, about things like an equal resource distribution. So I think that is nothing like an act that says actually a woman should receive this service and a man should not actually receive this service. So I think that maybe the woman emancipation has actually not got a point in time like that we actually talk about in this particular debate. So they fail to understand, they still fail to understand the difference between improvement and actual dominance. Someone to actually dominate in certain concept. Take an example of His Excellency Olusegun. Let them still understand this example. Take an example of His Excellency Olusegun. Is that he has been actually dominant in the current Uganda because he has led Uganda for almost like 40 plus years, right? So that's the kind of dominance that we actually want them to actually tell us, right? So they think that maybe the kind of dominance, they're kind of dominating in a certain minute, you have dominated, that's the kind of dominance they actually think. But that's the thing that maybe the kind of woman emancipation has actually grown is actually improvement. One, things like global competition that will actually bring about gender equality that we still want them to actually understand this particular concept. So, they actually talk about things like the woman emancipation should be terminated, right? It should be terminated. That's what they actually think. It should be terminated, which actually stop egalitarian education that we actually having. So they want to stop the programs of the government, bring about back in the days where girls were unable to compete favorably among the women, among the population, where we had a woman who could actually not go to school. That's the kind of Uganda they're actually going to ask the one like this, right? So we think that the kind of performance actually talk about the education sector. In 2020, girls were able to be the best. 2021 were boys. In 2022, girls were the best. So there is equal performance, there is equal competition. So this particularly means there's nothing like dominance. When you look at the parentheses,
I begin my speech in CBA Kano. This house would ban gender-based. This house would ban gender-based scholarships in higher levels of planning. Our dear judges, in the first place, we as a team government to come here and give you the key terms into next solution. We have been the word scholarships. Scholarships, this is an amount of money given to someone to help him or support someone in his or her life of education in the first place. What do we mean by banning it next solution? This means completely stopping the establishment of activities about gender-based scholarships in the first place or the judges. In the first place, which kind of higher levels of learning are we meaning? We are talking about tertiary institutions, we are talking about universities in the first place, and we are talking about parameters in our country, Uganda. But other people parameters are going to be about this, majorly about the girls who are going to higher levels of education in the first place, we as the government in the first place. What are the reasons we as the government that we are giving you, and why we are banning the gender-based scholarships in the first place? We want to bring up all of us as the team legislators and the team affirmers. We do believe we are coming here to solve a problem of imbalance and to solve the problem of inequality. So that's why we come here and say we are going to ban the gender-based scholarships, especially those given to the girls who are going to higher levels of institutions, who are going to higher levels of institutions in the first place. Gender-based scholarships have increased inequality in our current status quo of Uganda audiences. It has caused a lot of inequality, it has caused a lot of imbalance within the students who are going to higher levels of institutions, especially to the girls. It is leaving the boys behind, not going to a higher levels, to the higher levels of institution in the first place. Since they have been developing the girls on these gender-based scholarships, for example, the 1.5 weeks that are given to the girls as they go to the higher levels of institutions, in the tertiary institutions, the universities, that is imbalance in the first place audiences. We as the government will continue to do the thing negators, but we are going to ban the gender-based scholarships in higher levels of learning in the first place audiences. You know the thing negators are going to come in and tell us that the girls are naturally weak. Yes, we do believe that girls are naturally weak, but we are coming here telling that the current Uganda we live in, the current Uganda we have, girls are out competing favorably with the boys. They are continuing with learning and continuing with they are studying and ensuring that they have enough balance within their education with the boys in the first place. You look at the girls, you have to let government organizations that only permanent girls. My second speaker is going to come here and qualify more to you about the non-government organizations that only make sure they favor the boys in the first place in our country, Uganda. My second, I'm going to do the speech, and my second speaker is going to come here and qualify more about the boys and tell me more reasons as to why you are going to ban the gender-based scholarships in the higher levels of learning. My third speaker is going to come here and give you the point of contradiction, will give you the point of concession, she will weigh the debate, and she will also give us the point of contradiction. She will also tell us the classmate 29 solution. So we as a team, the team government, we are going to continue. So we are going to ban the gender-based scholarships given majorly to the girls, as we have told you. That's why we have set our technical parameters. That is going, we are going to continue empowering more gender that is left behind and continue increasing gender equality in our country, because all the citizens we are believing that we are going to promote gender equality. We are going to continue promoting balance within our country, even our genders in our first place. I rest my case.
This House will ban gender-based scholarships in higher education levels, in higher levels of learning. In the first case, Team Affirmative comes and defines banning as totally, as completing, removing, and they come and talk about gender-based scholarships as they define scholarships as helping or supporting either by giving money, something that we have to do. But that's something we do not believe in is the fact of banning gender-based scholarships. So then they come and tell us that they set up technical parameters on the side of girls, whereby they tell us that these gender-based issues they only focus on girls and have only catered for the girls. Something that we are still negative to do. Because first of all, then they only come and tell us that in the enrollment system of Uganda, they only enroll majorly the number that is there is for only ladies. But then for us to come with the statistics that clearly show us that 82 men are educated and 70.1 ladies are educated. So these are the people who have been able to go for high education levels because at the universities. So in this case, we show that the number of males are higher than the one for ladies. So in this case, there is no case of saying that the girls are in favor or the one. But then what we see is the need of this gender-based scholarship. We still see the need, and for us, we are still that people who are not opting for removing them. Because first of all, we still see the need of promoting literacy in our country. Because first of all, we get to see that ever since the gender-based scholarships were introduced in 1998, we have seen a big improvement in the literacy level of Uganda. So in this case, we are removing this one. What we will need to bring? First of all, their policy is so problematic to the fact that after removing this gender-based scholarships, we are seeing people that are on these scholarships and at their home they are from disadvantaged families that are not able to raise the money from university levels. So by removing this, we have to only focus on the girls and they say that these scholarships only favor the girls. But then we have both scholarships that take up for both genders. Scholarships that will be like we are giving scholarships to 50 boys, 50 girls as long as they have been able to hit the climax like they want. But then for them they only come and tell us something like that. But then for us when we come in our centers, so if we say higher levels of learning, we do not stop only on this bachelor's or the university, but we have the PhDs, we have the masters, whereby we see that the number of girls going for upgrading for such courses is higher than the ones for females. So if they come and tell us that ladies have been favored in such a policy, we believe that their policies go. Because first of all, we are seeing men are being upgraded, but then anyway, if you go deep into the stethoscope, it shows that if we go deep to analyzing and getting the concept of this motion, but then they only come and tell us that they are banning gender-based scholarship. But then for us, we show them in the world where they have been banned, where girls are not going to even be able to attain the higher education of land. Because first of all, in the case whereby two students are on campus, a boy and a girl, we see to the fact that if a boy is not given such a scholarship, these are people who are strong. First of all, they also came to us and they said that girls are strong. Something that they believe in. So, but then we have a man who is strong and a person who has been removed from this scholarship, and we have a lady who has been removed from this scholarship. Take a look at this student. This boy is able, as long as he has the determination to continue studying, this boy is able to go and work, to look at your work, so as to be able to raise the money to continue sustaining him on the university. But then let's take a look at the girl. This girl is not able, does not have the capacity for doing work that this boy to get money if they're determined to go for campus. Something like brings a problem in their policy and shows a report. We are saying that for us when we say we should buy, but then for us we are saying that we should still with gender-based scholarship, because first of all we show you the need of promoting more girls in higher education levels, the need of making girls also upgrade in certain process of campus, because we show that the level of men of educated men or literate men or the elite class of men is higher than that of the ladies. So we still see a need of strengthening these gender-based issues. All for them, as they say, that there are people making empowering girls, and yet there are people who are to the girls. For us, we see that there is still a need to bring the girl child. The girl child is left out either in the education, even in the form of upper grading. We see that more men are upper grading for certain courses than the number of boys. So in this case, for us, we are seeing that there is a problem of imbalance, something that they also agree to the fact. But then if there is imbalance, why do we want to remove them totally when we are seeing the problems that will come out from this? We shall say a decline in the literacy levels of Uganda. We shall see under development, because first of all, we believe that from literacy we get development. So those are the things that the educators fail to give a blind eye to. But then when we say that there is favorism in the gender-based issues because they are favoring girls. So for us, we believe by keeping the gender-based scholarships, we believe there will be gender balance and gender equality. My second speaker will come. We build our cases, literary battle, and third speaker will come when the debater rests my case.
Those things are related to this title. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for that program for doing research. Program that actually helps us to do what is actually necessary and promote the community. So this helps to ban gender-based scholarships in higher levels of learning. So what we want the team of farmers actually understand is that the motion clearly states gender-based scholarships. So it means those gender-based scholarships after gender-based improvement mean they either favor the girls, they either favor the boys. And actually that is the inequality that they actually bring out in this particular debate. So that's the main reason why you actually banning such gender-based scholarships. Gender-based scholarships, they are gender-sensitive. So it means they can never favor a woman or can never favor a man. So in this particular debate, we actually understand the fact that how the gender-based scholarships are actually behind the position of which we actually remember is very written in this particular concept. So what we bring on table? We bring a number of gender scholarships. We take an example of the one prepared with and girls. We look at the gender-sensitive scholarships that actually, for example, the NGOs that actually favor only the girls check. So what do you want them to understand? So they come and talk about maybe the disadvantaged families or the disadvantaged girls shall actually be behind this particular thing. But also look at the disadvantaged boys, right? So look at the boys who also don't have school fees. Look at the girl who doesn't actually have school fees. So when you bring the gender-based scholarships, which actually bring about gender inequality that we actually talk about this particular debate. So for us to bring the non-gender-based scholarships that actually can favor a boy and can favor a girl, the equality that we actually talk about in this particular process. So they actually talk about, we actually tell them that there is extra support that's actually given to a girl. So making the girls more enrolled at high institutions of learning. Take an example of university. Look at my university. The girl is given 1.5 weights. It's actually favored on more and more and giving him less weight for one and actually attain certain posts. So which literally means that the girl will actually be more enrolled and actually leaving the boy behind. So that's the thing we actually don't want to understand in the therapy chair. So it's what we call girls actually in unethical conditions. We look at girls that outperform the boys. So they shouldn't talk about things like weakness for the girls. They shouldn't talk about maybe the girls that are actually not doing this particular debate. So we look at how girls actually have still outperformed the girls. Look at the SCA examinations, right? So we see that the girls outperform the what? The boys. So they shouldn't talk about things like the weakness. The weakness of the girls in those past centuries, we actually say a woman could actually not go to school. But in the current Uganda, we have a girl who can actually go and contest for their MD membership. So we think that maybe the things of weakness of the girls will be actually about this particular process allowed.
So thank you so much. So do you think it's a better policy to have all the genders equal or
we should have all gender equal? So for us to talk about that we need to have equality. So they think that maybe that they claim that maybe the men are more literate. Of course, that's the different news they actually bring to us. So if you compare the level at which the girls are alone. The girls are female and alone more. So if you talk about things like literacy, compare the stability, more enrollment and the literacy they actually play in this particular entire debate. So we think that the literacy in men is just the thing of gender. So what do we have to understand? What do we understand that the thing that is actually based on the gender, one gender will actually be uplifted and one gender left behind. So it means if you promote, if one gender, which if one scholarship is based on person A, this person will be actually left behind because this particular person. So it means if you see person B, person A will be actually left in this particular person. So the thing again, they don't want us to understand the entire debate. So why are we actually banning the gender-based violence? We have seen there's actually increased inequality. We have seen there's increased gender imbalance in this particular concept. So we actually want to understand about everything, about the reasons why we're actually stopping these gender-based scholarships. So they come and talk about that men are upgrading in certain courses. So if you look at how girls are ignored, everything they bring here is just claiming. They think that that's the fact that they have to bring the entire debate. So if you actually enroll 1,000 girls and you enroll 700 boys, so it particularly means that more girls shall actually upgrade because they have actually enrolled more girls at high institutions of learning, for example, university. So if you think about that claim, that's actually the news that you bring to us is actually just a claim. So prove to us, so I beg something.
I begin my speech in 3, 2, 1, 1. If you have 2 children, one is suffering from malnutrition and another one is healthy. You do not make this up a problem of malnutrition by denying the decent one the panel of judges, the two are legacy of the House Ravens and Democrats. First of all, what are the flaws and faults in the team leaders' statements and arguments? Here comes the first indicator. Clearly tells us about the statistics, the girls are really high in the actually the boys and the girls, the boys are really high in the sector of education. That's what they are saying. But if you go in the statistics, national statistics of the country, you see that the ratio of boys to girls is low. The girls in the population sector are really outcompeting the boys. So can you tell me that they can enroll more boys on the ground in higher institutions, yet they do not exist? They are really low. How can that come? And here, we see, we have asked on the gender imbalance. Yet one should the same goal. They say one should the same goal, that's gender balance and gender equality as SPG number 5 of the Rights Resolution. Here, the second answer tells us about 2 children suffering from nutrition. I would like to ask if you think that if you are going through here, you keep going. That's my question. You want to do that. You mean if you're going through here, you keep going? And so here, courage is what it takes to stand up and speak. And courage is also what it takes to sit down and listen between the haters. And here we're going to see, my first speaker clearly tells us that we are not going actually, we are banning these scholarships that are doing because they are gender system. Because we as Team Africans have to improve on the competitive state, at least to make them stable, that they can compete favorably in a country. That's what we are banning, the gender-based scholarships. Here, the team negative, ladies and gentlemen, comes here to raise that how that people are being enrolled, that enrollment and universities are not the same. So if people in universities, to go and get the gender-based scholarships, where do they get them from? When they are enrolled, they are posted when they are built that this one the scholarship. That is enrollment is coherent with the gender-based scholarship. And if you still complaining about the PhD stuff, take an example of oral and living in other sectors of the nation. How can you tell me that the person, yes, is a man, yes, the VP is a lady, there are everyone is a lady. You think they have got their PhDs, they are aware. Because the ladies there are really competing with the gents in the house. Don't you see that with you, the team of judges, ladies and gentlemen? You see that they say that the boys are very natural, they also know the ladies are really very weak. And they are saying that boys are able to do the casual work. Do the casual work. Why can the girls opt if we since we are advocating one SDG goal of opting for gender equality, also the girls go and do casual work. If you allow you to come and tell me, I can't do that. If you want to say that, I am and do casual work, that we can, because we are opting for that. You also accepted that we are opting for one goal. That means you're telling us that they are able to do the casual work. Why do you want the girls to do the casual work? You said yes, we study. That's what we are saying. You are going to say one that they compete favorably. Both of the two things compete favorably to come to the one goal that we are going to shoot the balance, to make it balance, to come back. Pardon, ladies and gentlemen. We see that I think my first speaker clearly said that the imbalance and that is really crazy for them because of the scholarship programs that are gender sensitive. That's why she said that they are giving them action, that affirmative action. We understand in the higher institutions, so then they're saying the enrollment, they are not coherent. They don't know to implement the next resolution. Because my first speaker clearly told them that we are dealing with enrollment everything that is campus. And actually they told them the tertiary institutions and everything, but what they are saying that they are not taking it as an example in the resolution. So what do we debate in the next resolution? They are talking about literacy that are going to make money. A question of satisfaction. Why is being enrolled more than that? They are declining, there is decline in the literacy levels and disaster. From the point of giving allow us to bring next resolution.
Actually solving the problem of gender imbalance by promoting literacy among us through linking them to going to a high education level. As a matter of fact, we come as indicators, clearly maybe the resolution and maybe the problem we have in the country. But being trying to solve the problem of literacy by really encouraging and promoting this gender-based scholarship so that we can actually get students who are from poor families, those are been struggling with their parents that they can go for this for such education again. But in their case, they actually want to prove to us that there is no need for such scholarships to help these students who are here. How should it come to realize that maybe these people don't identify the basis in which the results that are going to come out of this banning and drinking of scholarships idea. How should we come to realize this scholarships actually helping us? And my first speaker clearly identified that they are reducing the level of literacy in Uganda ever since they have been established. The level of literacy has actually reduced at a very big percentage there. As a matter of fact, we should come to believe that these scholarships have also promoted hard work among students. This is because these students are able to work hard so that they can also fight for such scholarships. And as a matter of fact, we come to see the increased equality of education among students are there. These scholarships also help us in providing courage to students who lack adequate resources again. I know that at maybe at the level of senior 6, I will be able to, if I score at least 15%, there will be some scholarships that will be able to push me up to university again. As a matter of fact, they actually don't analyze, they don't actually look at the side. The problems will be actually be more. The problems actually being is kind of problematic than the problems that are actually solving. Once they come to see the problem of increased level of interest that will come out.
The first speaker from the farmers, I begin in CBA. This house believes that security agencies are driven by the society's bias on male, thus favoring women. I'll begin by explaining the key terms. Security agencies. These are government departments whose deal with protection. Driven. Influenced focused by a particular theme. Society's bias, a strong feeling of favor towards or against one group of people, favoring women, to support women over men. And I'm going to put for you the motion in the layman's language. This house believes that government departments which deal with protection are influenced by a strong feeling of favor from society to injustice support women. Here I set my parameters in Uganda. Here are our key points. Currently in Uganda, males are found accused of crimes are treated much badly or unfairly compared to who are afraid and aggressive by society, which is causing security agencies to manhandle even when there is no need. Women who commit serious crimes like corruption or murder are treated well even when they
Are you aware that these particular people that work in security agencies are trained personnel that do not go by the society's feeling but implement the law that they have studied?
I am well aware, but as you know, currently in Uganda, we have seen many people who are well trained but are still going by people's words or by the society's sake. So I don't actually see a meaning in your point. As I was stating before you interrupted me, women who commit serious crimes like corruption, murder, are treated well even when they are aggressive because they are tortured by society. They begin by explaining our first point, which stated that men are considered strong and muscular, hence treating them harshly by security agencies. For example, if a man commits a crime and a woman commits a crime, if you threaten a woman that I'm going to beat you, the woman may easily open up. But the men of these days, if you say I'll beat you, they'll say beat me, and you see, I will tell you, I'll still not open up. So this is what is forcing the different security agencies to torture those men, but they are not torturing them because they are not forcing the men to torture. The security agencies torture the men. Men are considered rude and aggressive by society. Let me give you an example. Usually, when they come to arrest you, they will ask you, do you want to go the easy way or you want to go the hard way? If you have to actually observe, most women would rather go the easy way. with love of example. Women would rather go the easy way. But most men will be like, what proof do you have against me? Show me your arrest warrant. Show me this, show me that. So even if it was you come asking for something, then someone starts putting you up, down, through the bush, you become impatient. Then that's why you see that these different police officers, these different security agencies start dragging the men. I can give you an example during the election time, especially with this political party, the National Unity Platform. We are, and also maybe we have seen in most cases that security agencies for the police and different and the police dragging them. You should ask yourself why we lost the rest of our case.
Are driven by societal bias, society's bias on men, thus favoring women. First of all, they come and explain to us that security agencies, these are agencies that deal in protection. But then we think negatively, we do not agree to the explanation that they give us for the term society agencies. For us, what we term as security agencies, these are agencies that do not only stop on protecting, but also deal in enforcing the law. Okay, so finally, they come and tell us that society bias, this is either favoring or not favoring the other side. So that's why they say for them the society bias that men have, the society has on men is leading to the favorism that they desire. When they come and give us cases whereby the men, where the men, they concede the fact that they say that the men, because of the fact that they are strong, they say that the police handles them harshly or rudely. But then they come also and they tell us, according to the first speaker, they say that the police must question them, we got the easy way or the hard way. And then she also tells us that they let this always out for the easy way. So that means when she's struggling with us, because first of all, we believe that the police, as it is implementing its policy or its laws, what it does, either like for the easy way. The reason as to why some things we see that actually to the police is due to the fact that the police the officers, the people that are implementing the policy, they try to run away. No, they are held as suspects. First of all, if they are held as a suspect, if they get you on a crime scene, they are held as a suspect. Until you are proven guilty, that's when you will be a criminal. But then they are held as a suspect. But then due to the fact that men, for them, most of the cases when they are caught with crime scene, they tend to try to escape because they are innocent or guilty. On that trying of escape, that's why the police, or the officers, or the security agents tend to put more force on them so as to get them to persuade them to go to crime. But then that's something that they neglect in their case. So for us, when we believe that the security agencies are not driven by society's bias, but then for us we believe that security agencies are driven by the law. So in this case, first of all, my question is, do you believe that these people who are enforcing the law of the security agencies, they go under a certain training? First of all, she says yes, but then, okay, if they go under this law, the training, which means they are taught how the law goes, how the law is implemented, and how they should focus. First of all, under the police agencies, we have the police department, whereby it also deals in protection and enforcing the law. So this police department follows the act of the police, which says that not favoring when enforcing the law, we shouldn't focus, we shouldn't favor any gender, no criticism of any gender. So, in a state that for us that we believe that the security are not driven by the society, but on the other side, they're driven by the law. You know, another case is whereby we have seen the security agents not favoring any gender. We have the case of Shiva and Nakasi, a member of them of Madishu, where she was manhandled due to the fact that she was involved in the strike. She was arrested with other male supporters of him. So that's when anything of societal bias, if it was there, which means they wouldn't arrest her, but then she was also manhandled the way they arrested other male supporters. That's something that shows that they actually do. Actually, we had a case of Agnes, who is the vice president of Blue, when she was arrested due to the fact that she also engaged of such a case. But then, if societal bias was there and it's the one breaking the police, when you see such an act, which means the police agents for them are driven by the law. The other thing,
such an opportunity maybe to engage in your tournament. And I would like to appreciate all the people involved, the debaters, the coaches, the adjudicators. Thank you really so much. And I attribute reaching on the finals to my coach and you, the fellow participants that are engaged in the tournament. Thank you so much. Now, I begin my speech in 3, 2, 1, and pan. This house believes that security agencies are driven by society's bias on males, thus favoring women. Now, the negators actually still continue to believe that a kind of such a belief is perfect one. We continue and list for them, for examples of females, and what the society perceives bad, going on what they learn. We continue to tell them. Now they gave us 2 cases to compare. The people that stole the iron sheets and killed the messages. But then they're going to understand that actually the law has the way it works. It works by maybe trying someone. They consider the kind of an evidence that you give. So bringing up such a cases, we still continue to believe it is basing on not something like bias. It is basing on what is the evidence, more clarity of the case. They continue to investigate the case. They really see if someone is worth jailing. They see whether someone is, okay, we hold here the suspect, whether someone is worth turning as a criminal. That is why you're going to see, maybe, from the kind of an evidence that these people present, these people of the iron sheets actually presented a very supportive evidence that was proving them not guilty of the iron sheet issue. But then, this kind of a messaging was a clear evidence of him possessing a gun. Now, these are 2 different things. That is why we think that these security agencies are still driven by the law. This is about enforcement now. They come and talk about issues like feelings maybe of men. They are assuming the kind of men who work in security agencies as men who do not go first maybe the world. Men who are not used to actually seeing females everywhere. Now something that we believe that is a really weak case to consider, saying that for them they get feelings and maybe they go on to favor the women. Because that is not a case because actually these men are more exposed to even females outside now. If they consider you to be a suspect or even you are in law, they will handle you in an equal way. There is no kind of a favoritism in the security agencies. We give examples of Monica Tanga of Maria, who is suspected to have killed the husband. She's not just, she has been continued to be held accountable despite the fact that she's even a female. We give examples of Shiva Nakazima, who the MP of Buvuma district, who was manhandled because she was in wrong. Now we think that there's simply because we are giving them cases of even other women being held accountable or even being handled by the police as it is maybe deserved. We should not consider factors like bias now. They continue to, their second speaker made a statement and said, to a bigger percentage, men tend to escape from prisons. Judges, to a bigger percentage, men tend to escape from prisons. And now, my first speaker came and said that these people may be beyond a force if men try to violate or maybe they try to fight simply because they are strong. Simply because maybe they are agreeing to a fact that men continue to do these things of violating, fighting, and even escaping, like they stated that they do it to a bigger percentage. That is why in most cases you are going to see them maybe being handled more harshly or maybe given more an iron hand. But it's not from a basis of bias, no. They are not driven by bias. We continue to believe that these people are trained personnel, like the police as part of the security agencies, driven by the Police Act, which actually continues to emphasize that there should not be criticism of any gender. We think that in our maybe operation of our security agencies in Uganda as a particular country, there is nothing like a favoritism. We think it is a perfect idea that these people maybe are trying to forge maybe in the debate. We think that it does not apply like really in reality or factual or in our country, Uganda. Even when they think they should compare maybe the 2 cases of TZSJ, it is according to evidence or how you're tried, how you present yourself even in these security agencies now. We continue to think that they talk about issues like maybe men are considered to be strong and mature. That is the reason as to why for them they think they are based on the security agencies are driven by bias. They are giving us that for them men are considered to be strong and mature. But even when the society continues to consider them as maybe strong, when it comes to security agencies, judges, when it comes to security agencies, they just do not apply any kind of a favoritism or bias on one particular gender. They handle a case or they handle a certain person or certain suspect according to the law, according to how the case is, according to the kind of evidence, according to the kind of investigation. Now, fit in the concept, but as in action, it is not at all in our country, Uganda. They say that men are considered aggressive, but then, according to them, they tell us that men continue to be aggressive even indeed. That is why we say there were cases where maybe these people, like we give our condition, these people apply an iron hand, but they were trying to be aggressive. We think that simply because they are not giving us a form of a bias, and a men stand maybe to prove that these people are driven by bias, they stand to lose the debate. I rest my case.
Paying a blind eye to something does not make it non-existent anyway. Third speaker from the affirmative side and the press of CBAIB. I begin. He has performed the motion which states, this House believes that security agencies are driven by the society's bias on males as favoring women. Whether the team negators agree or not, but we all know that the society considers men to be aggressive. We did not say they are, we said they considered them. And these security personnel also have taken it into their minds. You say that they are functioning on law and not on society's feelings. If they are not functioning on law, I want you to tell me which constitution, which article in the constitution instructs a security personnel to treat two people in the same crime differently. Definitely, I don't think it is that, because Article 26 says that there should be fair treatment of everybody. So, if they are saying they are basing on law, which law are they basing on when they are treating two people in the same crimes differently? And secondly, we say that some, our first speaker says that some men opt, not all of them. Yet when they are going to arrest someone, I want to give an example of Michael Mawanda. When they are going to arrest Michael Mawanda, when they were going to arrest Michael Mawanda, they had evidence, true. But when they were going there, they had the whole balance. It seemed like they were actually going to arrest a rebel. Yet he did not say anything. At the very moment they reached his house, he agreed and they went with him. That they had come with an entire balance, actually the entire army of a country. Yet with Goris Tutu's case, they only went with 2 to 3 people. She had stolen iron sheets. They all had the evidence, but they went with 2 to 3 people. Arrest her, no thanks. And these people are so much focusing on Monica Katanga's case. We are not saying they don't arrest them. They can arrest them. If they are in wrong, let them arrest them. But what we are saying is the kind of treatment they receive before being taken to the prison and even in the prison. This Monica Katanga, they have no evidence, true, but she has not faced any kind of torture. I want to give this case of Susan Magara in 2018, that girl was first murdered. When she was murdered, the suspects saw her, they were still in prison. They do not have any kind of evidence, but I can tell you the people are being tortured. They show hands that are burnt, fingers that are no longer existent, that they went with their choice, faces that are burnt. All that is so that they are forcing them to say something. It is the same case of murder, but you can see the kind of treatment. That is because they were males and this Monica Katanga is a female. So we are clearly saying that the security personnel are evidently and clearly basing on society's feeling, on society's bias towards females and towards males, and hence they are favoring the females. I was saying that it is the same crime, but yet people are receiving different kinds of treatment to admit to the crimes of which they are not even sure of, just because of the difference in gender. So these people are clear, focusing on the society's bias. There is no way, because everybody is supposed to be treated the same way. The same kind of treatment a man receives is the same kind of treatment a woman is supposed to receive. And secondly, they are given an example of females, but really, I'm also going to give an example of Jolene Ntale, the one who was the permanent secretary, the ex-permanent secretary of the Ministry of France. She stole PDM money, no thanks. After stealing PDM money, when they reached her home, they had evidence because it was embezzled and all the evidence pointed towards her. You can see the received evidence. But when reaching there, she told them, this is my home. Do you know that you don't even have money to buy the shit that I'm putting? That is what she had mentioned to the security personnel. But the security personnel still wanted to treat her humbly compared to the people whom they didn't even have evidence. Secondly, I want to bring to light that they have no evidence against Kizza Besigye. Yet he's in prison, he's not eating, he's all looking body. Yes, they have no evidence about it. They are handling men against whom they have no evidence, and they are still handling the people even when they have evidence against them. So it is clear that the security personnel are based on society bias other than the law. And the question of whether they are trained or not, I think that is your best to answer, because you people are insisting they are not basing on society bias. So it is your question to answer whether they are truly trained or not. Allow me.
So do you believe that the law treats you the way you want it to treat you?
Thank you so much. The way, not at all, it does not. Because it says there should be treatment, fair treatment for everybody. So if they can arrest someone when handle someone without evidence, because they are female, they come and push you into a car like a cow, and then you treat a female who is being aggressive fairly. It means it is not treating you the way you want. Because nobody who is humble, who is just acting aggressive, if I'm being humble, definitely it means I want you to treat me fairly. So you start to lose the case and we start to win definitely because you can say this all based on society bias. Security personnel are based on society bias. And the panel brings out case.
This house believes that the security agencies are driven by the society's bias on males, thus favoring females. Oh no. We actually come to realize that as a matter of fact, the team affirmers actually come to us that maybe in their own imaginary world, they believe that maybe these females have been favored in any case. We actually come to prove to you why we as team negators come to prove to you that the security agencies actually operate according to the laws rather than maybe the assumptions that are being made, maybe by nature, maybe by tradition, that maybe men are stronger and maybe they are accountable than women are. In this case, we come to prove to you that these security personnel, based on the laws of judiciary, which they actually follow when they are implementing actually, in this case, we still actually come to prove to you that these security agencies make their own personnel go under training, which they actually do not even rebut on as meaning as the government. They actually come to prove to that idea. We actually come to bring to them the facts where Monica Tanga has been tried in court over the suspected case of killing the husband. We actually come to prove to you that this law of enforcement by the security agencies responds to how you respond to the law. When they come to arrest you peacefully and you try to neglect maybe the earpiece they actually provide, when they come to arrest you and try to resist, then they also resist and they are introducing more manhunt working. So as a matter of fact, you should not take it as a granted matter that maybe this personnel maybe treat female in the case of favoring. When they come to arrest a woman and maybe she complains, maybe she thinks she's weak and they take her peacefully, then that's her own favor she creates. But for the matter of fact, when she refuses to complain to the fact, then the minute they also take her forcefully as a man. Actually, after giving you the example of Shivani, the woman in Pukuma, good enough we never rebutted the idea, meaning you actually comprehend that she was treated as a man, was resisting in the Nook supporters. As a matter of fact, we come to believe that the law treats you like how you want it to treat you. We have the best questions maybe we can still impose to them and we expect them in the reply speech. Which cases and which security personnel have biasly enforced the order? So in that case, we want the security personnel whom you think have actually been neglecting or biasly neglecting women and biasly they are handling men. In this case, we actually want to make them aware that these security personnel are trained on the duties which they carry out. So in this case, what are the security agencies are actually talking about? Probably we expect the best from the police. But then we actually see that this is the security agency that is actually effectively doing its duty in this case. So another question is, do you have any strong and evidential case where a woman was actually forbidden when is just identified a criminal without being presented before the court of law? We actually come to realize that the entire debate has actually been on a focused clash point of men being considered stronger. Yes, as the society they actually believe that men are stronger. But then when we come back to the trained security agencies, men are considered equal with women as long as if you are a criminal, then you are a criminal. If you are a suspect, you are a suspect. Irrespective of the gender, if you are harmful to the society, then you are harmful. We come to the point of constitution where they say that yes, the society considers that that if they are in wrong, then they can be arrested. It was just said by the third speaker, if someone is in wrong, then let him or her be arrested. To the Pharisees, they actually come and contradict themselves that women are not being arrested. Actually, they come to see, they actually bring up the best point of best, not eating food. Actually, it means that these people are not yet included in the current perspective of the world, where maybe they can actually access newspapers and read. Besigye was actually on a hunger strike for a week. This means that Besigye was actually not denied food. As the government, as the prison, the food was being provided. But as a matter of fact that he was on a hunger strike, it's the reason he was not eating. As a matter of fact, we come to realize that they are saying men, maybe because they think most of the time they escape from prisons. Some speaker of them say men are not being given food. Actually, what them tell us, remember that prison where men are denied food and how those men are living in the best of it all. The second farmer said that there is no food for men in the prison. I believe that what he decides the way of handling is still the correspondency or the way you respond to the law when they come for you. As a matter of fact, their best policies, their best ideas were about men are considered aggressive by the society but not as security agencies. Thank you so much for God and my country as I seek the truth.
I begin my speech in 3, 2, 1 panel, and this is how the debate transpired. We are having people continuing to assume from away you act to the security agencies. If they come to arrest you and you try to be hesitant, whether you are a male or a female, that will determine the way those people will treat you. And now, because maybe a second speaker stated that a higher percentage of women tend to be hesitant and tend to escape from prisons, that should give us a clear reason as to why we should think these people are always manhandled, are always handled in a little bit harsh way. We think that maybe this comes to a way, like my second speaker questioned them, do you believe that the law treats you the way you treat it? Now, this is about this kind of an issue. If you are trying to be hesitant to a law, it is not going to be maybe kind of an easy with you. Now, they come and continue to tell us that maybe it is the same crime, but then they are treating you differently. This is not about gender. This is about how you act when they are trying to handle you. They come and give us a case of Michael. When he considered and actually believed, it is a statement from them. When he considered and went peacefully, they handled him peacefully. But then, they come and give us a case of a person like Besigye. They tell us that for them he was on a hunger strike. But you know the number one major reason as to why this man he refused food himself. But the food was provided to him now. When they tell us that there is no food for men in prisons, it is something we are not going to agree to. Men are given food in prison, so that is kind of an assumption or a lie that are trying to actually forge in a debate. I think that wins the debate is a thing that is going to clarify more whether the security agencies are driven by bias or not. And now, because I explained to them what actually drives the security agencies, the law, the kind of a training, and maybe the kind of a way a suspect acts. And because we give them clear examples of actually women that were handled, and because we explained to them a condition of something that forces these security agencies, maybe that determines the way they treat us a kind of a suspect, is the reason enough to prove to them that security agencies are not driven by bias. Because maybe they have not been unable to clarify to us the major reason, the major stand, why they hold it as a belief that security agencies are driven by bias. They just do not stand to win the debate now. They can continue to come and tell them about the Police Act. When we get their third speaker come and question us to tell them a section in the Constitution. But I believe we get that kind of an information right away from a first to third speech. And we believe examples and issues like this of a law and training are the issues that drive men, not societal bias. I rest my case.
Back on stage, I'm the second negate, second affirmer, affirming the motion which you have been debating, which is this House believes that security agencies are driven by the society's bias on males, thus favoring women. Some of our points were men are considered strong and masculine, but hence treated harshly by security agencies by beating and torturing them in prison, which is not the same case with the women. Men are considered rude and aggressive by the society, causing security agencies to handle them even when there is no need to deal with them. Then those were the clashes. And another point of ours were women who commit serious crimes are treated well, and even if they are operated that when they are not handled the same way as the men. Then we gave some examples, and one of them was Michael Mawanda. Michael Mawanda was polite to the security agencies, but then they had to bring a whole gang of security agencies just to bring him out of his home. He was very polite to them, but then we see there was no need for them to just carry a whole gang. Then we also gave an example of Chiza Besije, who was witnessed with a gun, as the team affirmative had said, and of which we continue to say that the affirmative said that he was on a hunger strike because he was arrested. He was on a hunger strike. And we as the negative, we continue to say he was arrested because he was on a hunger strike of being arrested, yet there was no evidence. There was nothing to prove that he was caught with a gun. Probably there is a possibility because of political instabilities, he would have been flamed. Are you getting? Yeah. And again, males tend to escape from prison because of that. There is the biggest percentage of people who escape from prison. They are males, and so they have to put a lot of focus on males. Actually, male prisons are even more offensive. They even put a lot of security items on them. Then we are not saying that they should not be arrested. No, we let them be arrested if they do wrong. Yes, we are not like the women should not be arrested. That was our point. We are not saying that the women should not be arrested because also then they can do wrong. But then if they are arrested and the males are arrested, let them be handled the same way. Not take the males while beating them. When they are going to put them in the police trucks, they just trash them as if it's rubbish being thrown in the rubbish pits. No, but they are receiving different treatments. Probably there are women defaulters us who are men-like treated, but to a bigger percentage, men are treated more worse. Then you told us that about the police act, but then you're not telling us which one exactly. Yes, you're telling us, you're saying that you're informing us of the act of which you're not telling it to us, and then with all the things and all the explanation you have given the panel, we expect to win this debate. Thank you.
Marius. Thank you. Face the audience and put guys high. Be near the officer. And I think I will also stand there. He's ready to go. Now, different colors, right? We have silver and the gold, right? Okay. The team that will have matched the winners of today's tournament will take the gold, and those that will have become the second in this one, in the finals, will take the silver, right? So, I will give this opportunity to the lead judge to tell us which team has won. And then, after announcing, please, audience, don't storm here, right?
For silence, because we are going to actually listen for the champions and the second runners-up. The first runners-up, sorry. So, in today's verdict, it was a panel of 5 judges. And like I had said before, the team that wins a debate is a team that fulfills its burden better. The teams that have been meeting have been emphasizing this. The team that wins its burden better is the team that wins the debate. And therefore today's verdict was 3-2 in favor of the opposition side.
because you have, jubilated shortly because you are going to come again, okay? Therefore, I like that preparation. Okay, I want to recognize the presence of the head teacher at Trinity Secondary School. I also want to recognize the presence of the head teacher. Okay, I want to use this opportunity to welcome the head teacher, Nyamweru. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. You know, our play instruction will give you the roadmap when we shall come to train you, and make sure you cooperate with my team that will be coming, right? Because next year we shall come. Then, the school that will take the trophy, please. This trophy is retrotional. Next year, if you take it, okay, it means you are taking it forever, right? Therefore, we are still using it next year. So protect it very well, okay? Okay. I'm still with my madam here of Bishop Kivendere Girls, okay? She's going to help us. She's going to help us in giving the medals, right? Then the head teacher, Trinity College Kapali, will help us in giving the trophy, right? And then it is still the head teacher who will close our today's function as the head teacher, right? But otherwise, Mr. Head Teacher, we are happy that we have been here, we are okay, we are not complaining, everything is wow. Members, let's clap for students of Trinity College, they are still maintaining that discipline. Thank you very much. Okay. So, the winning team is taking the gold, right? And then the second are taking the silver. Let's begin with the second team that is taking silver. So, dear debaters, come. I will begin with the first speaker. Come. Yes. Also happy me. Thank you. The second speaker, Team Gavlen. Second speaker. Without the smile, we are not giving you our medal. Yes. Somehow also. Now, the third speaker from this government. Yeah. Come also come. I'm using the opportunity. Okay, you can. Okay, thank you. Second speaker from team opposition. If we don't smile, we are not giving you the medal. Come for the heart, yes? You know, they are also enjoying. Okay, the third speaker from team opposition. Now, let me give them a chance of getting a big photo. Patience, it is your learning, it is your ability to learn. Without the ability to learn, you can't reach this level. A round of applause to the patrons. Patrons, please. Let's clap for this patron. Patrons, thank you very much for training your students. But I want to tell you that the struggle continues.
And we are happy this evening to come here to crown this function. Debating is not for everyone. I must admit that these people who are here, especially those who have participated in this tournament, this championship, are special people. If they are not special people, according to you, who is seated around there, that is your own perception. But for majority of us who are here, we admit that these people are so special to us, and we are happy that they have reached the finals. Let us congratulate them with a hand clap. My name is Bruce Alino. I'm the head teacher of this school. And at times, we lack words to say or mention, simply because we are given such a gratitude to say something, or a word or two. However, that not being much important, I want to congratulate the schools that have reached this final. And on a special note, I want to recognize the presence of my fellow head teacher of Nyamweru Secondary School, Mr. Megadi Kuramyomi. Thank you so much, Medad, for coming. And I want to really commend the work that you are doing at that particular school. We normally hear about it, not for bad, but always for the best, especially when it comes to the level of Rwanda district. You are doing so well. And we congratulate your school even upon completing last year's examinations and doing well. I want to congratulate the ladies of Bishop Chivenjere. Yeah, they look so beautiful. Yes. And I want to, on behalf of Calvary Trinity College, also recognize their patron. Their patron is a good teacher. Thank you so much, Madam, for nurturing these children. And we want to appreciate your effort, as well as that of the head teacher of Bishop Chivenjere. I want to use this singular honor also to appreciate the judges, the jury, and the rest who have done great work this day and this evening. To find that they are still seated here, we do not take you for granted. Thank you so much, and we want to appreciate your effort that is put in this competition and this championship. May I request the students of Calvary Trinity to appreciate our judges. Finally, I want to give a piece of advice. But before that, I recognize and thank the audience of our girls here. Yeah, we are a mixed school, but during evenings, we are single schools. Our boys stay at another wing of the dormitory, and all the girls are here. So we agreed with the school administration that when this final of this debate championship reaches, we should have the audience of girls. And I want to appreciate you, our girls, for being here. And you are very cooperative. And we like your presence. I want to encourage you to also participate in the coming competition. We can have 5 teams representing one school. Isn't that possible, Becca? Is discussing with the teacher of Nyamweru Secondary. But I know it is possible that a school can field more than one team. And where it is allowed, I know Calvary Trinity College has the capacity to field more than 2 teams to compete. So I want to implore you to do that. Finally, I want to wish the schools that are still here a safe journey, and our judges and the whole team that has been organizing this function and this championship. As you travel back, we shall pray for Daniel mercies and extend our greetings to your respective schools, school administrators, the students, even parents. Say hi and we greet them in the name of Jesus Christ our Lord. I want to wish everybody well and may God bless you. I like that ovation. So, he's going to award to give the trophy to the winners, right? But on behalf of Z's fraternity, we are committed, and that is how we normally do our things, okay? Guiding and cooperating with people, right? So, those of you who are in Senior 6, like I said, come join us. We shall recruit you, right? Now, my dear head teacher, we are going to give the trophy to team opposition, that is Trinity College Kabale.